Shabbat Shalom, friends. Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Elliot Salo Schoenberg here from Neve Shalom in Metuchen, New Jersey. Nice to be with you. Today is Friday, August 12th, 2022. On the Hebrew calendar, it's the 15th of Av, 5782. This week is Shabbat Nachamu. It's the Shabbat that follows after Tisha B'Av, Shabbat Nachamu, the Shabbat that we are to be comforted. Today we are reading from the Parsha in Dvarim, the second Parshat Ve'etchanan. It's actually a rabbi's dream. There's so much that you can preach about. It has the 10 Commandments, Aseret Dibrot, Shema, and V'ahavta. So I will just take a moment and talk about the opening line, the Shema, and the custom, the law that we have, that when you say Shema Yisrael, you cover your eyes with your right hand. So why do we do that? And in the tradition, there are two reasons given. One is very obvious. When you want to concentrate, when you want to be able to pay attention to something, and you want to remove the distractions, close your eyes, you cover your eyes, that way to eliminate any possible distractions. And in fact, when the Shema is discussed in the Talmud, that's exactly what it says. And in fact, Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, the editor of the Mishnah, says that he covers his eyes to remove distractions from his students. He wants them to know he doesn't want any questions. You know, continue any kind of intellectual observations and conversations with them. He covers his eyes so not to be distracted. But there is a second reason that's given a few centuries later by Ezekiel Landau in the 17th century, and says, yes, it's about concentration, but if you are looking out at the world, if you see what's out there, not that it's a distraction, but it's a distress. You see all the misery in the world, and you see all the difficulty of things that are going on, and you would say, now it's a time not to pray, not to meditate, but to act, to go and to do something. And he says, cover your eyes so that you can take a moment to reflect on your faith before you go out in the world to change things and to act. My dear friends, after the Holocaust, at the end of World War II, many Jewish children were taken either on purpose or out of an act of kindness into many different kinds of orphanages, and they were hidden away from Jews, and many of their parents killed, and no one claimed them after the war. They were orphans. And there was a rabbi who wandered around into the various orphanages throughout Eastern Europe and Europe looking for the young orphan Jews. And how did he find them? He would yell out, he would sing out loudly, Shema Yisrael. And instinctively, the young children in the orphanages would cover their eyes. And that is the way that this rabbi rediscovered many young Jews who might have been lost to Judaism. Dear friends, as we move forward this week and we think about the world, let us remember the power of covering your eyes when you recite Shema Yisrael as an act of identifying as a Jew and as an act of being faithful with our God. Shabbat Shalom.